So this is Carmen Small. She races for Optum Health, powered by Kelly Benefit Strategies. She joins us from Durango, Colorado. And we want to thank her today for taking the time to meet with us and talk to us a little bit. And the first thing I want to talk to you about is that Nature Valley win, where you won by the overall by 38 seconds. Tell me how you did that.
Good teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was luckily I had a pretty good time trial that well, I wasn't expecting to have that great of a TT. That was my first time trial win at an NRC event. So that was pretty big. And then I'm pretty confident in my sprinting ability since I've been a lead out for a very good sprinter.
So tell me, let's pick it up at the prologue. So
Yeah,
your
so
friends, you were unexpectedly, you had an awesome ride at the prologue. So tell
yes.
me about that a little bit.
Um, we pre-rode the course the day before and actually had a crazy thing happen to us. Our car was broken into, so I did pre-ride it, but my ride it kind of got cut short because of the break-in, and some of our stuff was stolen, so that was a bit stressful. So going into the race, I just didn't, I was just gonna ride it as hard as I could was the goal, and I did, which was awesome. And so I came out about 9 seconds ahead, and the goal of the team was to go for the time bonuses to keep me in the jersey. And we were pretty confident of that because we have such a talented squad. It's pretty impressive, the depth of talent we have on our team. So were able to control every race from the second day on, and the girls rode incredible. So, and they allowed me to win. And like I won a pretty big race in Italy this year. That was probably my biggest win of my career up
What
into
race was that?
Valley. Città di Padova. It was an Italian race, a UCI Italian race.
So what makes you so fit and so smart and so tactical to be an all around rider like you are? What makes
Um,
that?
I think um, I think just the years experience. I've got to work with such great directors throughout my career, and I started with Carmen DeLucio back in 2007 was my first pro team, and she took a chance on me, and she taught me a lot the 2 years that I got to work with her, and unfortunately that team folded. Um, and then I've just had great teammates who've taught me a lot about racing and tactics and strategy, and so I think being a worker has helped me become a better bike racer because I've had to think a lot in races.
In
So
2008, you were on the U.S. national team, and you got to ride some pretty big races like Tour of Flanders. These races, a
yeah,
lot of people only dream about. Um,
yeah.
do you like racing in Europe more, or do you like racing here more in the
Um,
United States?
I don't think I like one more than the other. I think they're completely two different things.
Why?
In Europe, it's different stresses. The racing is neither more hard in Europe or the U.S., but it's just different. In Europe, it's smaller roads. The fields are deeper. We're starting with 150 plus girls instead of sometimes 35 in the States. Um, Put 150 on small roads is a bit more challenging than 35 on a highway. So it presents different challenges. I think I wouldn't say, one is necessarily that much harder than the other because you're still racing your bike, and it's not like I come here and I'm winning everything. So I can't say, yeah, it's just that much harder in Europe because that's not physically. I don't think that the level is that much higher. It's just you have different challenges with moving up in the pack, and mentally I think it's a lot more fatiguing. Like you get finished with a race and yeah, you've probably burnt more kilojoules because you're having to always move up, always making a big effort, or the races are sometimes a lot longer. But I think the mental stress, being in a country that you don't know, food that you're not used to, all the extra little things. Because in the U.S., you're used to everything. You're at host housing, so you're cooking for yourself. You're eating your normal meals. So that piece of the stress is not there. So there's a lot to deal with racing in Europe, and it's not always just the race itself. So.
Awesome. So, what do you want out of cycling? I mean, what's life after cycling for you offer? How many
Um,
years are you going to keep doing this? Give me some background there.
I'm not sure. It's open right now how much longer I'll do this. I want to have a family, so that's pretty important to me. So there is an end in sight because I'm 32 and I don't want to wait too much longer. But it's hard to have such a good season and then want to call it quits because I feel like, every year I've progressed and gotten better, and this year new things are evolving, like time trialing, which in the past I haven't necessarily been the best at. So I don't know. World championships for sure. I don't know if I'll go for the next Olympics. That's a ways off. But for sure, world championships is a big goal this year, and then see what next year offers, I guess.
Right. Tell me about this Nordic skiing that you do. Are you a big time Nordic skier
Yeah,
or?
yeah. I grew up Nordic skiing. My dad was a biathlete. So growing up, he got us on skis not really early, but I started competitive skiing when I was 12. And yeah, I did that through high school, and then decided I didn't want to do that in college, and probably broke my dad's heart. I think he cried. But my heart wasn't into it anymore. I was a little bit burnt out because I did it, pretty much full time when I was a junior. And but it's a great sport, and I still enjoy it. My husband skied in college, University of Anchorage, so it's something that we can enjoy off the bike and in the wintertime together. It's really nice to go out and do different training and get out a little bit on the skis with him. So.
That's good. What can you give advice to a young gal that looks up to you, that you ride your bike so very well and make your team very proud? What can you give some advice to a younger girl that wants to do what you're doing?
Um, I would say be an athlete first because I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah, you want to be riding your bike a lot, but I think we get caught up in not being athletes. You have years and years ahead of you on the bike. So do the other sports, play volleyball, do softball, run, or whatever it is that you're going to do. I would say try to be an athlete first because you want to enjoy it. That's why I stopped Nordic skiing, is because I stopped enjoying the sport, and that's really why we all do the sports that we do, because we enjoy them. So I would say have fun and enjoy what you're doing, and make it not your job right now, because later it can be your job.
Mhm. What's the next big race you guys have coming up?
Um, I leave not this Saturday, but next Saturday to go do Cascade Cycling Classic in Bend, Oregon.
So you're at the top of your fitness right now. How do you think you're going to do?
Um, you never know how you're gonna do. uh, it will be a hard race. It always is a hard race. I love racing in Bend. It's. I come from altitude, so I never feel it when we go to Bend. I enjoy the courses. I really enjoy that last day, the circuit race. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about the race. We have a really good team going. So hopefully we can win overall, whether it's with me or a teammate. I don't think it matters at this point. Our team is so talented. It's
Who are
really
some of the good girls on your team?
um, Janelle. I believe Janelle won it last year. I think Janelle won it last year on when she was racing on Colavita. So we have Janelle and we have Jade as well, and she's an up and coming. She'll be a star. She has a lot of talent under her. So, but she's great. She's always in great form, and will contribute whether it's winning or helping the team. And I'm actually kind of unsure the other girls who are going to be there, because we have two of our girls are on the Olympic team for Canada. So Joelle and Denise won't be there. They will be missed, but and then I'm not sure if Leah Kirchman will be there because she broke her collarbone at Nature Valley. So I'm not sure if she'll be back yet. I'm guessing no. And so we do have some missing people, but the team is so strong and so deep, so it should be a good go.
Well, what keeps you in the sport? I mean, we all know that there's no real money in the sport for you women who quite frankly work just as hard as the men do, but there's just not as much of the spotlight. So what keeps you in this sport at sponsorship level?
Um, I think it's actually the people around you. The team becomes your family. The girls are awesome. I've met incredible people and have such good friends from the sport. And then our staff is unbelievable. They make you want to be better at every race, and because they're so supportive and they're giving up a lot as well to do it because they're not getting paid a lot either. So I think it just becomes your family, and you enjoy the trips, you enjoy being around the people you're with, and I don't think it's necessarily winning or losing which drives us. I think it's just the atmosphere and being around positive people and being around people that like to do what you do and like to do. So,
Well, Carmen, you're very sweet, and I can tell that you're going to make an excellent mother someday.
thank you.
So we want to wish you the best for that. We want to wish you the best in Cascade and all of your cycling, and we hope to see you up on that podium again, grabbing all those jerseys, because that must be exciting times of your life.
Yeah.
So do you have anything that you want to add?
No, this is great.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you
Thank you for
very
your
much
time.
for joining Cycling Illustrated.